all word problems, what is the first thing we need to do? Yes. Read it, highlight, circle, underline, anything we find important. So let's do that. So read this together with me. For example 1, a snack bar sells large and small nachos. Large nachos cost $5 and a small pack of nachos costs $3. In one day, the snack bar sold 60 packs of nachos for a total of $220. Let L be the number of large nachos and S be the number of small nachos. Write a system of equations to model the situation and determine how many large and small packs of nachos were sold. What's important?
Nachos.
What specifically about it?
Oh, how much they cost?
Okay, how many
Small.
large and small at the end? Only the cost. Only the large one?
And small.
Which, oh, here at the top, I was like, wait,
So you like 5 times L?
we'll get there. What else is important?
That was right. It's 200.
Total 260, and then 60 packs,
And let L be large.
the L and the S. Okay, we're looking for, we have to write the system and find out how many large and small packs of nachos there were. So usually if we don't have variables, the very first thing you're going to do is define your variables. We're going to just get in the habit of doing that, even though they did that for us. Just write what L and S mean. And as we're doing that, they need to be specific as they are here. Number of large packs of nachos is really what I should say. Because if you just put L equals large and S equals small, I don't know what you don't know about that. What about the large pack of nachos? The number of, or sometimes the cost of. Alright, then we need to set up the two equations. Yusha, you have an idea. What was that?
5. Wait. It was, I forgot. Wait, I think it was, it was L times.
You have the numbers in front of you also.
It was L times 5. And then S times 3.
Okay. Would equal what?
15.
No. So we have the cost of each pack of
20.
large nachos and the cost of each small. So the
20.
total of the 220.
So where do you get 35 from?
Oh,
Say that one more time.
Where do you get 35 from?
The 3 and the 5
Okay, it's 3S. I thought
is 3F. That's why I changed the color. So in this case, all of the money goes together. The cost, the total cost. All of that goes together. Now we know the other total is 60. This is the total number of packs of nachos. What could we add together to get total packs of nachos? The L and the S. So if in a problem you are given 4 numbers, your 2 equations will be set up like this, where one has 3 of the numbers and they go together, they're related in some way. The other one is the total, and then just the variables are added together to get that. Right? Once you have your 2 equations, then you can pick which of the methods you want to use to solve. I will say on the quiz, on the test, you will only be using substitution elimination, but while you're practicing, you can be using graphing. Also remember that graphing, just the graphing part in general, will be no calculator. Which method do we want to use to solve this? Graphing, substitution, elimination.
Substitution.
So if we're using substitution, we have to find both the large and small, so it doesn't matter which one. Do we want to solve for L or for S first?
S.
Okay. Sorry, this was bothering my soul. So if we're solving for S, we have to get rid of L. You could put 60 minus L or negative L plus 60. It doesn't really matter with us. And if we're using substitution, we take that expression, put it back into the other equation where S is, and rewrite it. And then solve. Distribute, combine like terms. If we combine our like terms here, we get 2L plus 180 equals 220. Get rid of 180. How many packs of large nachos do we have? 20. And make sure you're putting that label 20 large packs of nachos or 20 packs of nachos. And then we have to go back and find the amount of small. And we can put this into this equation where S is. So that the number of small packs of nachos is
40.
So if you've been practicing your substitution, elimination, and graphing, all of that is really the same here. You just have to know how to set up the equation. That's probably the hardest part of this. Do you have any questions on that?
No.
Great. We're going to do one more today and then be done. Let's skip example 2 and go on to example 3. Just because the setup is a little different. Right. For example 3, Christina went to the mall and bought 5 pairs of earrings and 2 pairs of shoes for $30. Each pair of shoes costs $2 more than 4 times the cost of earrings. Let E be the cost of earrings and S be the cost of the pair of shoes. Write a system of equations to model the situation and determine the cost for a pair of shoes and a pair of earrings. What's important there?
2 shoes. 2 pairs of shoes.
2 pairs of shoes. 5 pairs of earrings.
Pair of shoes for $30.
For $30. What else?
Each pair of shoes costs $2 more than 4 times the earring.
The whole
Oh.
sentence, really.
Yeah.
What else? E is the cost of earrings and S is the cost of shoes. And we're looking for the cost for each. So if we weren't defining our variables, if they weren't already defined, that question, what we're looking for, would help us define it. So those would match up, but I'm just going to write those two, E and S, cost of each. equations is going to be just like the ones we just set up. And the total is going to be 30. How would we set that one up?
Tell me S plus 2 equals 60.
Using these, so 5 and 2, yes. So 5e plus 2s equals 30. Once you use the numbers, you can't use them again in the second equation. So now we have to focus on this yellow part. Each pair of shoes costs $2 more than 4 times the cost of earrings. So we're looking for the cost of shoes there. Shoes would equal, how would we set this part into an equation? $2 more than 4 times the cost of earrings. Say that one more time. I just didn't calculate it. 4e plus 2. So the last problem we did, we could have did elimination, we could have solved by graphing, it didn't really matter. This one is set up well for substitution, so we're going to do that. So we're going to take this and put it back into the other equation where s is. And then distribute and solve. What is the cost of earrings? And 2, what's the unit? Measure of units. Here, we're looking for cost. Dollars. So then, after you find the cost of earrings, 2, put that back in and find s. If you get confused about your units of measurement, look at what do these represent because costs should match. Tomorrow we're going to do another one of these and then we're going to move on to the maze. And we're going to finish the, not tomorrow, but we're going to finish the maze over the next couple of days. Email your counselors if you have questions about your courses. Remember that you can change, update for the next couple of days. And you have a Delta Math on this due Friday. Again, all of your dates have been shifted. I haven't done that in Canvas yet, but I'll do that on the board. So your quiz was going to be Friday. It is now Monday. Tuesday. Next Tuesday.